Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of the Siege of Avalon. In the last episode we completed chapter 3 and saved, well, the one Baron dude from attack. So this next chapter is sort of the scout focus chapter. Now I already started to record this episode and did my little conversations. It was a lot of talking. Pretty much what's going on is we talked to Mudam. Mudam's sending us back into the village to figure out what's going on with the Sha'Ahoul. To do that, we're going to have to go back to Olin, the one guy we helped in chapter 1 with the whole relationship thing. Because he's supposed to have a mask that'll make us look like a Sha'Ahoul. And then finally, we have a little mission from Sir Roth to retrieve over on Satchel and all that. Oh, and we're also looking for Edgard as well, because he's a guy that's serving Ambassador Jofrit here and was captured. So we're not using any companions in this quest here. Reason for that is more than likely if you bring them along, they'll die and they'll get you killed. So it would be a bad idea to do that. So we're running over to talk to Olin right now, and then we should be good with that. Welcome back. I regret that I come on official business day, Olin. So that's it, eh? Well, let's have it. Mudam has me on a reconnaissance mission in Sha'Ahoul territory. Oh? And how does he think I can assist you in this undertaking? He knows that you have an enchanted mask that will make the wearer look like a half-breed of the Sha'Ahoul warrior caste. Oh, and I'll bet he expects me to simply give it up to save humanity, is that it? Its purpose is to save me. To tell you the truth, he doesn't. He told me you might have an assignment for me, but considering our past, I thought... You thought I'd cut you some slack, or simply let you use the mask? I'd be doing you a terrible disservice, my neighbor, by allowing you to fret so over owing me for its use. No, I think it's better that I require a service in exchange for its use. Considering the situation, however, I must let you use the mask. I'm glad you see it that way, Olin. I wasn't sure if you had such a refined sense of duty or if... Oh ho, you think I said I have to let you borrow it for the benefit of the many, right? Ha, you have to use it in order to pay me for using it. What do you want me to do to reimburse you? Just don't tell me I'm supposed... I was gonna take that to a horrible place, but no. Remember, children's channel. Not really, but... You may use the mask if you wish, if you agree to fetch something for me. With the aid of the mask, it should be a small task for you to find one of the Dreamwalker's prized wands and steal it. How do you know about this wand, and what's a Dreamwalker? How it comes that I know is none of your concern, but I will tell you that some of the shaman have the ability to enter the dream world, which is some other plane of existence. The mask I have was made from old components, and as a result, the mask's enchantment will not stand up to strong scrutiny. Therefore, I need a new component for a new item. So, do you wish to use the mask or not? Well, I must. This is a very dangerous assignment. I'm glad we're in agreement then. Take your time getting the wand, but do not cross me. It would be far easier for both of us if you simply deliver the wand as you were agreeing to. Of course, I'm a man of my word. Understood. You may pick up the mask from Pell. She has been adding an ensorcelment at my request. The sympathetic culture-based nature of the mask means that those of true human blood, the defenders of Avalon, will not be affected. Only the Sha'Ahoul will be affected by it, and even then, the more intelligent and more experienced of them will see through the illusion. Animals are also not fooled because they do not rely primarily on sight to distinguish between enemies and allies. I shall see you soon, yes? Indeed. Alright, so we're running to pick up this lovely little mask from Pal, and we'll talk to her boyfriend too, because when I was talking to Mudam, he said if I had some way to figure out the speech of this Sha'Ahoul, that might help. Greetings, it's good to see you again. Good to see you as well, my friend. How goes it? Goes very well, but you knew that already, she smiles. Oh, I've been busy on a project, so that's also elevated my mood a bit as well. What have you been busy with, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, of course not. I'm adding an enchantment to a magical item of Olin's. He wants his mask to be able to speak the Sha'Ahoul tongue, so with Loren's aid, I was able to invent a sort of translation spell that I have attached to the mask. It's really not as simple as it sounds, but that's why we're trying it out on the mask first. Olin wishes to have another item made to replace it. I've heard, and it's quite fortunate you've added the ability to it, my lady. Oh, how so? I have an arrangement with Olin. I need the mask to complete some assignments I've been given. The fact that it will translate speech now makes my job a great deal easier. He wishes me to steal a Dreamwalker's wand in payment for the use of the mask. That certainly sounds like Olin. I've finished the mask, so you may take it now. I just have been waiting for Olin to come and pick it up. You may also wish to note that the illusion of the half-breed is different for each Sha'Ahoul, its aim being to make the wearer absolutely unremarkable, not to mention hard to find, unless pointed out. How are you sure I'm telling the truth? Olin has told me of his plans. He's actually been hoping that he could find a way that you'd owe him or something. Good luck on your endeavors, and be sure to pay your debts. Olin takes such things very seriously. Alright, so we should have the mask now then. The magical mask. Aw. Now I look horrible. Look at that. Look at that face there. That's horrid. Well, anything else that this thing does? No, it doesn't. Oh, my black leather hood looks so nice. Alright, so I guess we're heading into the village now, so let's go down. And we have a whole bunch of quests here that we have to do. We have to scout the southwest, south, and east for signs of various things of the Sha'Ahoul, and there's also apparently some sentient monster out here as well. So, let's get started. Well, here's our first little Sha'Ahoul scout. I hunt every day and am satisfied, but you, warrior, must be burning, waiting here every day for the battle to be called. The craftsman toy is almost complete, and then you shall have your wish. The Lord quell your fire until the time of the storm. Battle will come soon enough, it always does. Good day to you. Well, interesting. They're working on some kind of, machine? Interesting. Especially because when it comes to the Sha'Ahoul, they actually don't really make use out of machines. Like, for a Sha'Ahoul, I guess machines are like a bad thing or whatever. The carts bringing in food to supply the camp is an outrage to every hunter. We should be hunting the food we need, not leagues away and carting it here. I agree entirely. Now if you'll excuse me. Oh dear. Some kind of really dark, evil wolf. A dire wolf. That, for whatever reason, is like black or something? I don't know. Maybe they have a magic bonus to stealth or something? I don't know. We found a dirt man scout the other day. He was surrounded by our arrows. I had no idea some of us were that unskilled. Perhaps we have grown soft with the weight. Pray with me that we strike soon. Die, wolf. Also, one thing that I wonder, so are these wolves pretty much in league with the Sha'Ahoul? Certainly a possibility. What's this scout have to say? I've just had my bow's pull adjusted. I can get an extra stone of armor punching power with it now. Here, take a few shots. Thanks for the offer, but no, perhaps later, hunter. Interesting. Oh, these lovely little creatures. But I can go like right up next to them in my little stealth, and they don't even notice, which is like totally awesome. So it seems like this little build is good so far. I just have to be cautious because Particularly if I encounter a shaman, the magic users. So we have a Sha'Ahoul fighter in here. Let's talk to him. I can't wait to storm the Dirtman's box. I may burst if we do not attack soon. Harness that ferocity, warrior, for we may have to wait for quite some time. Lord Sky, protect us all, warrior, for I feel it in my bones that the battle will be joined soon. It cannot be soon enough. Let the enemy come and be destroyed. The lady's spirit fills you, I see. Good. Burn brightly, brother. Burn brightly. So there's a Lord Sky, and then there's some kind of lady as well for these Sha'Ahoul. Alright, so this is apparently a new area, Village 3. And there's a shaman there, who I can't attack through there. But I was able to get him there, haha. Alright, nothing too special on him though. So let's be cautious as we go through this whole area. Because if there's one shaman around here, there's probably going to be more. Hello, Old Ben? Hail, stranger! What brings you to Old Ben? You're a long way from the safety of Avalon's walls, young warrior. I hope you haven't come seeking sanctuary. Though I've kept myself safe here, I can offer little protection to others. On the other hand, if you've come to rescue me from the Sha'Ahoul lurking about, I'm afraid I must refuse. Are you sure? Those Sha'Ahoul are merciless, and if they find you... Don't worry about me, pup. I've been taking care of myself since long before you were born. In fact, I would say that I've been concealing myself from others so long that I think sometimes I must make an effort to appear to someone. In the weeks that I've been here, you are actually the first person I've revealed myself to. I must be getting lonely in my old age, I suppose. If you've been here for weeks, I suppose you can take care of yourself quite well. If you do not mind me asking, why exactly are you here? An old friend was looking for someone to keep an extended eye on the Sha'Ahoul here in the village. Knowing this would be a suicide mission for most, I volunteered. You seem surprised. Though you look at me and see a man who is long past his prime, appearances often deceive. No wonder Mudam came to me. You youngsters rush to judgment too quickly to have developed any real patience. You know Mudam? Know him? Why, I taught him everything he knows. You, I take it, must know him as well. Are you currently on assignment for him? It has been some time since he's risked sending anyone out. As a matter of fact, I am on a mission for him. When I return to him, would you like me to pass a message along? If you've a mission to perform, then why are you wasting time chatting with an old fool? Anyways, don't bother carrying any message to him. I've done quite well being this isolated. Frankly, if my suspicions of traitors are true, I would rather not have any word of my location become known in Avalon. Good luck with your mission, young one. May yours be a success as well, old man. Farewell. Before you go, I have a bit of advice for you. That mask offers protection from being sighted, but it does nothing against being found out by a sensitive nose. If I were you, I would find some way to fool those blasted hounds the Sha'Ahoul are so fond of using. Thanks for the tip. It should prove useful. And I don't want to know how I'm supposed to conceal myself by scent. Because generally when you have to do that in games or movies, it involves something horrible. What the hell? Naga. That's new. Oh, that's the sentient monsters that they were talking about. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? The reports of non-humans were true. Some grotesque unity of man and snake. They have the upper torso of a man, but stand on their tails. From their placement, they must surely be allies of the Sha'Ahoul. Well, we've completed at least one of the missions now. Alright, so now we're in Village 12. Oh, another caster. Actually, he wasn't even called a caster, he was just a shaman. Was he more important? He had some rings on him. Greater protection from... Oh, wow. That's pretty nice looking. Greater protection from cold. That's also pretty nice. Okay. I'll definitely take that. To the south. Also, it's interesting to note that a lot of the enemies in the southern area are full-on enemies. Wait, there's one guy that's just called a shaman, but he's not an enemy. I don't know if I like that. Oh, look at all these greater protection rings. I can give those to whatchamacallit, Felix Apprentice, and we'll be like totally set. That was, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. Are they supposed to spawn like that? They're fitting a whole bunch of people in these tents here. Well, if I was gaining... Am I gaining points? If I was gaining points, then, like, absolutely I would continue doing this. Unfortunately, I'm not gaining points, so yeah. I will say I am disappointed that there's not going to be any sequel to Siege of Avalon, because I think it really set up an interesting... Like, it did a real good job at world building. Because not only does it take... It has its own unique take on, like, the Tolkien standard of, like, humans and dwarves. Well, I think there's a mention of dwarves somewhere in here. More of elves and orcs. But, yeah, it has a unique take on that. It's a unique, like, government that Avalon is under, based off of, you know, several different kings all ruling together. Seemingly, I don't think there's like one big head person. I think it's all just like a joint council of kings, which is a unique little idea. I guess it's kind of like Game of Thrones a little bit. Well, maybe not. Sorry, I speak that from a manner of ignorance. I haven't played Game of Thrones, or not played, watched all of Game of Thrones. I've only seen, like, into the second season of Game of Thrones. Ooh, he has dark blue tights. A lot more of those rings of protection. If I wanted a blue look, I would totally steal this stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking for it, so... oh well. Who is this? Mithras's elite guard. Oh dear. Sha'Ahoul clan leader? Well, we can't take him out. Oh no. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. We might be in trouble around here. Unless you can sneak in here. You can sneak in here. Some more elite guards. Clan leaders. Mithras himself. Oh god. It's a good thing I have a lot of stealth here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way that I can do anything there. Alright, so we're in Village 15 here. There's a warlord out here that we should be able to take out. And then there's a couple tents here. Any of these have... no. I was hoping that one of these would be perhaps Oberon's tent. We found someone to rescue though. Edgard. You freed me, savage, but why? You have slain your countrymen, in a fit of madness, I imagine. And now your blood rage turns to me. Well, do your worst, demon. I have no fear of you, Sha'Ahoul. Sha'Ahoul, you had one as deranged as yourself. Do not let my appearance fool you, Edgard of Aratoy. Enchantment makes me seem as I do, but we hardly have time to go into that. At the request of Ambassador Joffritz, I have come to rescue you. Please, sir, let us get out of here and return to Avalon as quickly as we can. Ambassador Joffritz, you say? An enchantment? You cannot expect me to fall for such a ridiculous trick. You will learn nothing from me, save that I am no coward. Quit your silly ruses and fight me as a man. We have no time for this, young Edgard. To confirm my intentions and identify your uncle... Oh, and identity. Bleh. Your uncle told me that your favorite hound is named Chuckles. Is this not true? Now please let us go. Surely you are mad. You are clearly one of the savages that plague our civilized lands. How you know Chuckles I cannot explain. This is not enough for me to stake my life upon. That you speak our tongue so well is also puzzling, but I cannot deny my eyes. Perhaps this will explain things. Lips mask for a moment. You see, it is an enchantment. I am called Anubis, and I hail from Elithria. Further explanations will have to wait. Now please, we must be gone from here now. Astonishing. Perhaps you are who you say. If you aren't, you no doubt possess the power to pull from my mind whatever you wish. In either case, I have nothing to lose by accepting your aid. While I face certain death if I remain, I place myself in your hands. Very well, follow me closely and do not make a sound. I will convey you to the safety of Avalon as quickly as I can. Alright, so this is going to be a pain. We have to try and get Edgard out of here. And, yeah, that may not work, but we'll try. I may have to slaughter a whole bunch of people here. Oh, probably going back into this area was not a good idea, since this is the main camp. You have my eternal thanks. Thanks. Or, oh, you have my eternal thanks, noble sir. Alright, I think I'm gonna take this as my ending point. My recording so far has been like an hour, so I have to cut down quite a bit of this. In the next episode, we'll continue our quest over here. We found one of our scouting locations in the east. Now we have to continue. What's reported? When scouted, report activity in southwest, southeast, and east areas. Well, I'm guessing we've done the east one then? I don't know. Either way, we have to continue scouting, discover the aim of possible construction, and discover the activities of formations of troops. We've gotten Edgard, so we can head over and talk to his little ambassador guy. Hopefully he'll give us at least a little something for this. Outside of that, yeah, not entirely sure how things will go after. Still have to run through the whole village and that. At last I can thank you. I've seen Edgard and he told me of your bravery. I and my people are eternally grateful for the feat you have accomplished. Now I no longer fear having to give tragic news to my dear sister. You have made an old man very happy, brave Anubis. If ever you are in need, call on me for anything I may do to aid you. I am glad to do what I can to renew anyone's fading hopes in Avalon. You have certainly brought new hope to me, lad, and to the rest of Avalon, I suspect. You are very special, Anubis, very special indeed. I sense that your future shall one day become legend, for you truly have the stuff of legendary heroes within you. You are too kind, Ambassador. I hope your own future will be less traumatic than the events of late, until we meet again. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. As always, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in Siege of Avalon, let me know. You know, since we're now past the halfway point in this game, let me know if you've been enjoying these videos. If so, I might consider doing like a playthrough of Divinity, Original Sin, a couple other things that are already on the potential plates. I know a couple of people have brought up Fallout 4, so that's something that I'm considering. We'll see what happens. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you're notified when I do my streams and videos. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.